Hi there, it's me Brian Su again. So I've just done a review of this Nitecore tube flashlight. If you haven't seen that review yet, I suggest you do so at the link below, and also do check the review of this amazing charger out. This is the Nitecore DG Charger D2, which is a one for all single cell battery charger. Okay, the purpose of this review is obviously to review this Nitecore SENS Mini. Now, I've done a bit of research and I couldn't find any other flashlight that takes a single CR2 battery and puts out up to 170 lumens. So I believe this is the most powerful CR2 flashlight on the market, but I could be wrong. Okay, this one has a number of features. Obviously 170 lumens max. It's got 4 brightness settings, which I'll demonstrate in a short while. And with the lower setting, it will last, the battery life is 14 hours. Let me just focus this video. Okay, so it's waterproof up to 2 meters. Obviously, do remember to lubricate the O-rings. In fact, there's only one O-ring, which you see in a second. It's got this active dimming technology, which is I guess one of the main selling points of this product. And what it is there is an acceleration transducer built in on the circuit board, which is pretty much like an accelerometer that detects the angle of the flashlight when it's turned on, and that determines the brightness, just as you see in this graphic here. So if you point it straight ahead, it goes on at full brightness, and if you point it straight down, it goes on comes on the dimmers. Alright, let's unbox this and see what's in it. And by the way, if I haven't mentioned before, Nitecore is a member of this society that helps to define brightness measurements. So do check their website out. But basically what that means is if they say it does 170 lumens, then it pretty much definitely does it, unlike some of the other China made models or brands. Anyway, this is the unit here. This is the Nitecore SENS Mini. This is military grade mil-spec 3 hard anodized or something like that, which makes the body harder than glass and things like that, as hard as a diamond. It's extremely abrasion resistant. The bit I'm confused about is this window here. It's got the total internal reflection lens, which you can basically see, because at this angle you can see the entire LED die fill the window. Back to the window. I know Nitecore uses scratch resistant mineral glass on all the other flashlights, but I'm not sure about this one because I don't know, it just feels a bit plasticky, and there are some scratches, unfortunately, because the previous owner had an accident with it. So what else is in the box? It's got a keyring and a spare O-ring and a user manual, and that's pretty much it. Okay, now let's demonstrate this. Before I turn it on, let's just open it up and have a look at what's inside. So the good thing about this is it's a one-handed operation. Okay, that's just a tube. That's just a single CR2 battery. That goes in there, and that's the head. So that black O-ring there is the only rubber O-ring that is used in this unit. It may be made of silicone, I'm not sure. Okay, so let's reassemble this and turn it on. So it's very simple, there are no switches or anything like that. You just screw the head in until the O-ring goes below the opening of the body, and you keep it like that in the off position so that water won't get in if it gets wet or something. To turn it on, you just rotate it all the way until the light comes on, and it's on. So how do we select the brightness level? Well, basically there is an accelerometer in it. So if we point it vertically down like that and turn it on, this gives us the lowest brightness setting. Okay, I'm going to turn it off now. If we tilt it up at a 45-degree angle and turn it on, it gives us the second brightest setting. So you can see it's slightly brighter than it was before. Okay, now to get the third level of brightness, I guess you have to angle it up till it's almost horizontal. Now, before I proceed, I must say there is a fault with the accelerometer in this particular unit, in that if I angle it horizontally like that, it will come on at the third brightest setting but not the brightest one, which is a shame. But again, the seller refunded me, so I'm not too bothered about it. Okay, so this is the third brightest setting. So as you can see, it is pretty bright now. Okay, so because of the fault with the accelerometer, what we have to do to get it to the highest brightness settings, to angle it up somewhat like that, 45 degrees towards the ceiling, and turn it on. Now that is 170 lumens. You may not be able to tell the difference from this video, but that is very bright, and it is very impressive for a flashlight the size of that. Okay, there is one last feature, which is a dynamic automatic dimming system, and to activate it, you hold it vertical with the lens facing upwards and turn it on. Right, in this mode the brightness will vary based on the angle. So as you can see, it's quite bright now. As you can see, it's very bright when it's horizontal, but as soon as I tilt it vertical, the brightness goes down and it is very dim there. So once again, if I tilt it horizontal, it gets very bright. As soon as it's vertical, it gradually gets dimmer till it reaches the lower setting. Okay, so do I have any complaints about this one? Yes, there is one, and that is the fact that the driver circuitry in it is quite poorly designed, and as a result, it is not possible to use rechargeable lithium ion or even live PO4, which are lithium ferrous oxide batteries. I'm not sure why it wouldn't take live PO4 batteries, because they are meant to be like for like replacements for primary lithium batteries, but Nitecore's customer support have confirmed this fact, and they have told me specifically not to use lithium ion or live PO4 batteries with this unit. I can only speculate it's because live PO4 batteries have a very high discharge rate, and the driver is probably designed to to suck the power out of whatever batteries in there at a very high rate, and thereby being able to provide up to 170 lumens with that small battery. So I guess using a live PO4 battery in this would overpower the LED and shorten its life. The tail is flat, so it stands up. I mean, you can stand it up vertically if you want to. That's it. I just want to say there is another version of this called the SENS CR, which takes a CR123A battery instead of a CR2. The SENS CR puts out 190 lumens and is slightly bigger than this. Yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching.